So down the paddock with Chris at Oxhill Organics. We're in the paddock next to the river. It's 2.5 weeks since this flooded quite a lot. And this was a paddock before that had a big multi on it, both summer and winter. Is that right, Chris?
Yep. Yeah, you can see the winter one we planted, there's still some field pea and vetch and stuff in here, and quite a bit of ryegrass coming back, which is good.
Yeah.
But it was fully flattened.
Yeah.
Like this was a river.
Yeah.
It was pouring across here.
Yeah.
But in 21, we'd mulched this paddock pretty short when we planted it in early March, and it like tore the ground out in quite a few places. But this time we just let the cover on it and spun the seed on because it was wet and we were sort of fearful of a fair size flood. But yeah, it's quite amazing in 2 weeks how it's sat back up. I thought it was stuff. You can see parts of it where it's still like, you know, it all looked like that sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, and there's stuff stuck in it from other places.
But that's the advantage. Like, you've still got these, like, you know, summer grasses underneath here.
Yeah.
And you can see how much soil it's dumped as well.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
It's all new soil there, so. And it's starting to, you see some activity in that.
Yeah. But it's got already, it's already starting to get structure.
that's all fresh soil there. You can see, like.
Yeah, you see a lot of stuff in there from somewhere else.
But yeah, it hasn't lost any. It's like fertility, it's nitrogen or anything like that. It's still it's like the system, the biology obviously is still working in the soil, like properly doing its thing. So
absolutely,
it's the advantage of having, like you can see, like we've got some sorghum plants here, and even some that sort of survived it and that. They're going a bit yellow now. I had a little frost down there yesterday.
Yeah.
But luckily, yeah, we still have a bit of a paddock here for winter.
Yeah, and that's I've seen some god awful mud and stuff in the last week or two, but this is looking pretty good. Like, this is a good news story. Had to be one. Well,
I mean, unfortunately, all our paddocks are like this, but
no.
We've got some pretty ordinary ones too, but this is it's probably one of the better ones, that's for sure. Like, that has actually been, as you can see, the grass has been all flattened.
Yep. And
it's starting to sit back up. That, you know, the water's come across here pretty quick.
Yeah, so there's the river. What's that, 50 metres away? So it would have been full velocity down here.
Yeah, it's sort of low spot where we are. Well, you see, like, the clover and that coming in here and the vetch coming back. It's pretty cool. So if you go over here where it was just kike, where we hadn't planted anything, you can see it's ripped at the ground more.
Yeah.
So there's more bare spots.
Yeah.
Like where we hadn't had a multi in here, we just had
just
the natural grass.
Yep. Just the kike and stuff, yeah.
It's a bit of a track there, but here's like, you know, you see it's a bit barer. We actually like planted some seed here. You can see it started coming up too.
Yeah, right.
So we planted a few peas and just like barley and oats and wheat, like just cheaper plants.
Yep.
With bigger seeds. Try and crack that ground open and start getting some biological activity going. Hopefully it'll work.
It's starting to sprout. So.
Yeah, it's just starting to sprout.
So you got on this pretty soon after it flooded?
I think I planted that Friday a week ago, so 10 or 12 days ago. It hasn't really rained in that since then, so...
there's still...
Actually, it was last Monday I planted it.
Yeah, with the seed.
9 days.
Compared to that other bit, like this has got no structure in it anymore. Like this would be the new...
grass,
new deposit.
New dirt.
Yeah, but it's got all the makings of being good. It just needs plant roots.
Yeah, I mean the kike's obviously not going to go that great in winter either, but I just thought I'd just spin it on as a bit of trial because I had it up in that other paddock and I thought I'll just come down here, and I did a bit down there as well.
Yeah, so that's been
See where the water's laid there for longer, like that
yeah.
paddock was just in there. It might only been in there for, you know, running across there for 12 hours or so,
Yeah,
10,
right.
12 hours, but
Yeah.
obviously down there it's been down there for 3 days,
Yeah,
sitting there.
yeah. I think that's part of the problem with the manning is how long the water was on for.
Yeah,
It seemed to be on for 3 days in some
and obviously
places.
it's a lot lower and that sort of stuff too.
Yeah.
And there's a bigger flood. Yeah, we're very lucky.
Yeah, could
Very
have gone
lucky.
all sorts of ways.
Because it could have been humongous as well here.
Yeah.
But just for whatever reason, we didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't get as big as we thought it might have got. It's only 7.4 metres or something. I thought it was
right.
going to be about 10.
Yeah, right. What was 21?
9.1, I think.
Yeah, right. Just a little one.
Yeah. But it's fairly ferocious.
Yeah.
So you've done a bit of damage.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That other side there is pretty highlighting the importance of trees.
But yeah, the main thing I thought was interesting is just where the just kike sort of is.
Yeah,
It's more bare ground,
yeah,
but where we'd have the different plants, it's not as bare.
yeah. That's good. That's pretty thick. All of that. Yeah, that prairie grass in there.
Yeah,
as
some
well.
prairie grass, but there's also like Rhodes grass and that whatnot in there too. But he dumps some soil out for that.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, yeah,
What's all that white? Is that just roots?
yeah. I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, roots of something on the surface there.
Activity. Maybe the sunflower is. Oh, look.
Just waiting for summer. Hang on, buddy, it's coming. Yeah, there's a couple in there.
But yeah, like all this caught, it's all,
Yeah,
it's all free, isn't it?
yeah.
It's good, free organic matter.
Soil for the future.
Free food.